Hello, Joel Tadman here from Golf Monthly, having a hit today with the new Cobra King Forged Tec irons. Now, these feature the same 5-step multi-material forging process as the forged MB and CB irons, which allows Cobra to position weight exactly where they want it. They want the weight to be at the extremities to provide more forgiveness, and they've implemented some tungsten weighting here in the back of the head. You can see it in the heel and toe, and that's going to make the iron even more stable on miss hits. We've got a forged face as well, something called J15, a material that Cobra have used to create more distance but also make the iron more forgiving as well. And because this is an iron geared towards mid to low handicappers, feel is obviously very important, and they've improved the feel by having a TPU insert behind the face. That's just going to dampen vibration a little bit to improve feel. So like I said, Cobra do have irons that are smaller than this in their range for 2016, but if you look at the profile at address, you would say that it is geared towards your mid to low handicappers, your good players who prioritise a little bit of workability without losing out on forgiveness. There's a minimal offset there, a mid to thin top line. It's a classy looking club actually. You've got this the classic kind of tall satin finish on it. I've been having a hit with it on my GC2 launch monitor. I've got the standard stiff shaft here, the KBS Tour C-Taper Light. Now this 7-iron is 30 degrees, so that's actually quite strong for a 7-iron with this profile. You might expect slightly more traditional loft with a club of this size, but looking at the numbers, average carry for this club for me was 164 yards, so very good, you know, above average for me with a 7-iron, only by about 3 or 4 yards, but still very good. But what really stood out for me were two things. The first, there was the distance consistency, so the front to back dispersion, how tight that was. You look at the numbers, it really was zeroing in around the 163, 164 mark. There was one shot at 168 which kind of skewed the figures slightly, but overall the consistency of the distance and the ball flight really stood out for me. And the second thing was the feel. It really does feel like a forged club, there's no doubt about it. It's a very soft feeling club, but it still feels pretty powerful as well. It's an interesting combination that Cobra have created here. It's certainly one that I enjoyed, and I think a lot of good players are really going to enjoy the feel of this club. Lots of feedback on the strike. I love the profile at address actually. The minimal offset with the thickish top line. It's going to appeal to a wide range of golfers who prioritise feel but don't want to lose out on forgiveness either, and they still want an element of workability. So this is a really impressive offering from Cobra actually. Like I said, they do have smaller irons in their line for 2016, but I think even if you're a better player, I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you have a go with this. You might find you hit the ball further with these clubs. Part of it's down to the loft, part of it's down to the construction of the head. It's a very forgiving golf club, so your misses should become a lot better if you're a better player using perhaps a blade or a very small cavity back. This club is going to impress across the board, I think. Very little to dislike about it actually. So if you're in the market for a new set of irons, this Cobra King Forged Tec model, if you're a mid to low handicapper, is certainly one you should be trying.